In a world of K-pop entertainment filled with media spotlight and loyal fans, there was one incident that recently rocked the ARMY community, loyal fans of BTS. When Jungkook, the magne or youngest member of BTS, stepped into the world of military life, many thought that the entertainment world would lose one of its biggest stars for a while. However, behind the harsh routine in the military camp, there was a moment that thrilled everyone. What happened? How could Jungkook, who used to appear full of confidence on stage, receive such a profound surprise from the other BTS members? This moment that happened not only invited tears, but also raised various big questions in the hearts of BTS fans. How can this relationship be maintained despite the time and distance separating them? An unexpected surprise. What thrills Jungkook? As we all know, Jungkook is not just an idol for the ARMY. It is a symbol of relentless passion, dedication, and sacrifice. Since his debut with BTS, Jungkook has always been in the spotlight thanks to his incredible talent and hard work. However, when he was drafted into the ARMY, his life changed dramatically. There were no more grandiose stage highlights, no more big concerts, and what was most surprising, no more direct interaction with the fans who had supported him all this time. But in the midst of this stressful military life, there was a sudden surprise. What was the surprise that broke the silence and made Jungkook feel so appreciated? Who gave you that surprise, and what was so profound about that moment? ARMY fans around the world couldn't hold back their tears when this surprise was revealed. Surprise of the Genie, an act that thrilled the ARMY behind this incredible surprise. It turns out that there is one person who is more than just an ordinary BTS member. Jin, one of the BTS members known for his caring and loving personality, ended up doing something that completely changed the atmosphere. Jin, who had been known as a member who always kept the peace and brought smiles on the faces of the other members, suddenly made an unexpected move. Jin, who is living his life outside the military, decides to give Jungkook a big surprise. This surprise is more than just a text message or video call. What does Jin have to offer, and why is this so profound for Jungkook and the ARMY? The fans who witnessed this surprise felt as if there was a stronger bond between BTS and their fans. Is this just a gesture of affection from the group of friends who want to show that they still care, or is there a bigger reason behind this special moment? The hidden message. What does the Genie aim for the ARMY? However, this surprise is not just about the gift or attention. More than that, this surprise contained a profound message. A message that reminds us that even though BTS is not on stage and cannot interact directly with their fans, the bond between them and ARMY remains strong. This message is much more than just congratulations or ordinary motivational words. To Taehyung fans, Jin's message to Jungkook seemed to reveal something deeper. A reminder that behind all the hustle and bustle of the entertainment world, behind the camera and the magnificent stage, there is an unbreakable bond between BTS and ARMY. For the ARMY, this surprise was a symbol of boundless affection. Why did this surprise move fans? What makes this surprise so touching? Why did this moment become so emotional for BTS fans, especially those who have supported Jungkook since the beginning of his career? This surprise is more than a physical gift. It is a symbol of a relationship that has been established for many years. Some fans even felt that this surprise was a very deep form of gratitude from BTS to ARMY, who have faithfully supported them despite the distance and time separating. However, there are also those who argue that this surprise is not just a matter of showing gratitude, but also to remind ARMY that even though BTS is temporarily separated due to military service, they are still in their hearts, BTS and ARMY. An infinite bond of time and distance. Perhaps most surprising of all is the fact that although BTS was unable to perform on stage with ARMY for a while, the bond remained unbreakable. The surprise given by Jin implies that even though each member of BTS is going their own way, they still communicate and show support for each other. For many, this is a reminder that the relationship between BTS and ARMY is not just about concerts and achievements on stage. It's deeper than that. It is about how they support each other, remind and maintain already established relationships. Does this indicate that BTS has always been there for ARMY, even though they are physically distant? Does this describe the future of BTS and the ARMY that is getting stronger after all BTS members return from military service? The future of BTS and ARMY. What will happen next? With this surprise, many began to wonder, what does all this mean for the future of BTS and ARMY? Does this surprise indicate a prelude to more emotional moments to come? What will happen after all BTS members have completed their military service? For experts, this surprise was not only a purely emotional moment, but also a move that shows that the relationship between BTS and ARMY will continue, even when they are not together on stage. This is a bond that will never fade. Despite the time and distance separating them for a while, BTS and ARMY will still be there for each other. Where is this surprise going? As the world of K-pop continues to evolve and BTS enters a new chapter in their career, the surprise Jin gives Jungkook at this military camp is not just any ordinary gift or surprise. It is a symbol of the strength and resilience of the relationship that has been established between BTS and ARMY. This surprise illustrates that although time and distance may separate them for a while, this bond will always last. So, what will happen next? We can only wait and hope that more unexpected emotional moments will come. BTS and ARMY remain an example of a relationship between idols and their fans that is very unique, full of affection, and infinite. In recent days, the emotional shock Jin gave Jungkook at the military camp has become a hot topic of conversation among BTS fans and netizens. Not a few were moved and considered the moment as strong evidence of the unbroken bond between BTS and ARMY, even when they were away from the stage and physically distant. However, along with the growing popularity of this incident, there is one big question that arises in the minds of many people. Did this surprise really happen, or was it just a fabrication to attract media attention? This question is becoming increasingly relevant given how social media and entertainment news now play a huge role in shaping our view of celebrities and idols. It is not uncommon for us to see news that is colored by dramatization or twists that are made to attract public attention. In this case, can we fully trust that the surprise Jin gave Jungkook was really spontaneous and sincere, or is there an ulterior motive behind it? On the one hand, we know that BTS is a very recognizable group with a close relationship between its members and fans. They often share emotional moments with fans through various social media platforms. However, on the other hand, we also know that the world of entertainment, especially K-pop, is often full of narratives that are structured to increase popularity and generate attention. With such huge popularity and a world full of intense scrutiny, can we be sure that this surprise is something that happened purely out of affection between BTS members?